The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Yellow, Argolani! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son!
And again, it's Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Being chased under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on out here. Come He don't want it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Yellow. Check. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hello. I've got little lady. Right 54.
Mahomes takes it himself. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Switch up.
That's caught at the 1. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
To throw his car, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, color.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Danny.
My turn.
Mahomes now on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Check. Watch twist.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and
54. Get ready. Sponge. No.
15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 5-4.
15.
Coming this way. Here we go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
He's got daylight. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the whip. Check 37. Check it out. You draw Porter. 694.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Yellow. On the line. 54. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Quick edge. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. Double dog. That's the way. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
180. Watch the pass.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Carr now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Let's go, D.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd and 2, Carr. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He'll find his running back here, Richard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Carr to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll go to Barkley again.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
Well, certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now it's Barkley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Yellow. Watch out. Check right 54. Right 50.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And find Everett there, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
It's just me and you.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow. Hey, watch delay.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes buying time to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders get a score closer. One final timeout for Carr. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the